What's good, people? This is the Rap Roundtable. Your boy Jaw here, Sincere Rap Snob, Dini the Balance, the homie Mace. We just want to make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, help us get our numbers up. We're trying to get 2,000 subs, 5,000. Y'all know how this go. If y'all think we're good and y'all love the content, some of y'all always say, yo, how come y'all don't have more views? It's because y'all don't sub. So make sure y'all do that and tap in with us. Peace.
The Rap Roundtable.
Yeah, the Rap Roundtable is back. One of our favorite artists dropped a surprise album, about, I would say 7 hours ahead of the release. Honestly, Nevermind was announced on the OVO page via Twitter. And we got excited. It was like, oh, new Drake? Is he gonna rap? And then we got word, we got the drop. Shout out to Sin with the plug. We got the drop that it's not, this album wasn't gonna be what we thought it was. It's your boy Jav here alongside Sincere Rap Snob, alongside the homie Mace. And and because Mace, you're the number one Drake supporter at this table, OVO Mace himself. What do you have to say about this house music release from Aubrey?
Fellas, I think it's time for me to have an Aubrey intervention. I mean, just like Job just explained, we got the news midday. Honestly, never mind about the drop. Conspiracy theories start going through my mind. I'm thinking to myself, man, Kendrick just dropped. It was an underwhelming response. Drake dropped not too long ago. He had an underwhelming response. Middle of the summer, Pusha T drop. I didn't even connect those dots. Right, Pusha T drop. You had the verse on Churchill Downs from our guy Quando Harlow. So, everything was kind of like, in my mind, coming together for something pretty epic. If you want me to keep it real, just like Job said, Sin had the plug. He heard we heard it was the dance album before, but I was like, you know what, fuck that. I don't know Sin's guy. What I'm gonna say is this. I was feeling, if you're reading this, it's too late vibes. Mixtape Drake, rap Drake coming for rap supremacy when he sees a chink in Kenny's armor. You know what I mean? But he actually did the same thing that he did the last time Kenny dropped Damn, when he dropped More Life, his worst album up to date at that point. And he dropped a house album, guys. A house album.
There's a lot of feelings right now.
There's a lot of pain in your voice, bro.
This is the person that I had as MVP, y'all. This the guy who I come up here, and every time we mention Kendrick and Cole, I'm like, what about Drake? What about Drake? You know what? I'm finished with him. I'm officially done. Drake, you're officially falling off.
Ways.
I'm off the OVO bandwagon. I'm a free agent, man. Wow. I don't know. Honestly, so I never want to hear this album ever again.
Where you taking your challenge to? You gonna be a Cole fan now?
Listen, absolutely not. Never, man. That's like getting a NyQuil endorsement. You know what I'm saying? But,
wow.
But right now, I'm just floating in the wind, man. I'm like John Wall. Nobody even wants me anymore, bro. Listen. And the nerve of them, they're gonna make me bloviate on this shit. And the nerve of him to throw the 21 Savage song at the end of the album, like the only halfway tough song that sounds like nothing that even on the rest of the album. It's almost like 21 Savage said, you know what? I'm gonna bring my own beat, bro. I'm not fucking with none of the shit you got.
21 said, you're not gonna embarrass me on this album, bro.
Hell no, man. But what y'all guys think, man? I mean, the disappointment is radiating from me. Wait until 12 o'clock for this release, and then hearing this. Oh man, I wish I could explain my disappointment.
Unlike Mace, I'm not disappointed. And I'm not disappointed because I wasn't expecting all that much to begin with. Anytime Drake drops, I'm like, I know I'm gonna get some decent songs and then some half-ass shit. He's gonna keep saying the same shit he's been saying for the past 10, 12 years. The lamenting, past relationships. I shouldn't have left your text on read. I'm sorry for what I did. Oh, can we rekindle our past romance? Like, all these vibes. It's not for me. It's not for me. I have a very dear close friend of mine. He loves Drake to death. These are his vibes. These are not my vibes, right? So I can't say I'm disappointed, but I'm surprised at how bad this album actually, like, at least the first half of it. Mm-hmm. And I'm not even talking about, like, fine, it's not a rap album, right? And I kind of got the intel ahead of time, so I knew not to expect no bars. I knew not to expect nothing going at Kendrick or Pusha, nothing like that, right? But I pressed play on it, and when I tell you, I was so upset. Because I got up early this morning because I know I'm like, yo, Drake drops, we got to talk about it. I get up early this morning. I was out a little later than usual last night. I knew I was going to be working from home today, so I went a little hard on the sauce. You know what I mean? So I got a little sauced up, woke up with a little bit of a hangover, and I'm like, damn, I got to listen to this album now. And I'm like, yo, I am in legit hell right now listening to some of these songs. This was my personal hell, at least, like, and I'm telling you, like, it does. I think the songs in the second half of the album are a little bit better. It does pick up quality wise and energy wise, but that first half, I'm like, what are you, bro? Why are you putting this out? This should remain in the cut folder. You know what I mean? This should remain in the trash bin folder of your computer. These songs have no business. He's reaching for notes. That like I already think Drake's attempt at singing, it can borderline on cringy. You know what I mean? Like it makes me cringe. But this album, I legit got secondhand embarrassment for the dude because he's reaching for notes he has no business reaching for, and I'm just like, bro, like, and the beats were cool. They sounded a little repetitive. They sounded like he just kind of looped something up and slap some, half-ass vocals over it. And I'm just like, what's going on here, Drake? What happened? Like, why would you? And then the cover looks like something that came from, like, the back page of John Blaze magazine in fucking, 1998. You know what I mean? Like, it's just all around bad, man. At this point, I feel like Drake is like the Fast and Furious of the rap game.
Yikes.
You're just gonna keep on, because you're just gonna keep on rehashing the same shit over and over again, knowing that people are gonna come and see it or view it or hear it or whatever, consume it, because people are people. Y'all know my views on people. You know what I mean? So you're just gonna keep rehashing the same topics and themes over and over again. You know what I mean? And now it's, instead of on rap beats or on trap beats, now it's just on house beats, right? Who asked for this? Who wanted this?
I mean,
I'm done.
If there's a person or a group of people who asked for this, or better yet, wanted this, it's obviously the women in the Drake hive, because the only people shooting bail on the internet for this album are the women. I've already seen someone post about, I have 3 months of IG captions and all this and that. And it's like, it just speaks to the deeper issue with Drake.
The simplest of people.
Come on now. It speaks to the deeper issue with Drake. And, I didn't want to come. I was hoping that one of y'all would, like, talk nice about the album remotely so that it wouldn't be like a pile-on session. But the fact remains is...
Are we jumping this nigga, y'all?
Yeah, apparently. If you're going to give us a house album, and again, we all love all ranges of music, bro.
Right.
If this was fire house music, I'd have been like, I probably would have still slandered them, but I'd have been like, at least he gave us some fire. Like, at least this would have been like his 808s, where this ain't what we want from you, but you made some fire nonetheless. This album is terrible. How do you make snooze-worthy house music? House music is the ultimate party music, and you wanted motherfuckers to go to sleep. How are you doing a Sade vocal impression on house beats? What the fuck? Like, what are we doing here? Like, and then you're still crying about your ex-girlfriend on house beats? How many times? I'm shaking the table. How many times are you gonna cry about your ex-girlfriends talking about they still miss you while they with their new guy on every single album? Now I understand people are gonna say, well, Job, you love coke rap, and if Pusha raps about coke, you don't complain about it. I understand that, and you're 100% right. But there's a lot more layers to coke rap than crying about your ex. I can tell you, because you can talk about the dealer, the plug, the people who bought it, the block he sold it on, where he was at in his life when he was selling it. There's so many different avenues to coke rap. How many times are we going to talk about the regrets? How many times are we going to talk about the text message you got from your ex at 3 a.m. while she's with her new dude? Like, how much times are we going to get that? Okay.
And to that point, as I always say, like, whatever you do, just do it in a clever way. Like, if Pusha T drops another coke rap album, I know I'm gonna get clever bars. I know I'm gonna get like these rewindable lines. You know what I mean? I'm not like, there's nothing clever, especially on this album. There's nothing clever about what Drake is doing here. Right. Like lyrically, like
there's nothing redeemable about this album, and it just goes on to say that. You have this guy who we constantly put in these rap conversations. We always say Cole Kendrick Drake, Cole Kendrick Drake, Cole Kendrick Drake. Listen to me clearly right now. He is disqualified. All right? When we do our top 10 that we do every September, he will not be on the list. He's disqualified. I'm not even arguing for him. I don't care about the verse that he gave Pusha on the Harlow track. Like, nah, like, he's disqualified. You do this right here, and it's like there's gonna be a bunch of people who are gonna pretend that 3 or 4 songs rang off in their hot singles, just like they tried to do for Too Sexy when CLB dropped. They really wanted that song to go crazy, and we all knew this song didn't have legs. It wasn't even on the radio enough. It wasn't on satellite radio enough. It wasn't on my YouTube algorithm enough. I tried to pretend.
I was legit shocked at how little I heard that song on the radio.
Come on now. Because it's not good, Sin. And that's the issue. Drake is in the biggest funk of his career, where even the songs that we don't give a fuck about, the type of pop songs that he likes, they're not good. Even when we had a one dance ain't a rap song, but the song had a nice little vibe to it.
That shit was a vibe,
and y'all, and that's what I wanted to mention. I don't want y'all to think that we trying to like be upset, because the last big shift in Drake's sound, just like y'all said, in 2016 was with Views. You had Controller, you had One Dance, you had redeemable songs that even if you didn't like what he was doing, it was undeniable. Right. Bro, this album is bad. There's no good songs on there. Like, there's not one good song. This is a bad house album. The vocals are bad. The production is bad. The songwriting is bad. Like, what do you want us to do here? It's just it's bad music. And if this is in the way that Views elevated him moving forward, this is going to be the album that really brings him back, if you want to be honest.
And you know what, fellas? Yeah. I think this is what Drake has always wanted to be. I don't even think Drake wanted to be the rapper that we always wanted him to be. I think this is what he's always wanted to do. And he's been giving us little nuggets his whole career. And then once we got the Controller, Hotline Bling, One Dance, all of these songs, he's been giving us little nuggets, even on Half a Certified Lover Boy. Like, these songs have been there the entire time, hiding in plain sight. And now it's like, you know what? I don't even want to rap. And the rap space is getting so lyrically competitive that he looked around like, I don't even know if I can survive in this space anymore. Let me just go make more money with these house songs so I can tell the other rappers I'm richer than them, because I can't outbar them. You know what I'm saying? That's that's how I feel. He knows he can't outbar them, so I'm just gonna talk money. I'm making more money than you. I'm the biggest artist. I got a residency in Las Vegas. I'm gonna make pop songs because I'm the #1 pop act in the world, and that's not enough. You're disqualified. I'm disgusted. He's disqualified.
Yo. And to Mason's point, to piggyback a little bit off his point, there's part of me that commends Drake for trying something different, for trying something new, trying a new lane out. It's not well executed. You know what I mean? Like, it can't just be like, oh, but he's trying something new. You got to give him credit for that. Sure, you get a few points. Here's a cookie. But you got to execute, bro. And beginning to end, this is not well executed at all. This is poorly executed. Maybe the one song I like, I was kind of digging, Massive, song number 8. Massive was good. That's really about it. Oh, and the rap song at the end that he just kind of threw in there.
Fuck off.
It's weird.
Don't placate to us now.
It's weird. It's weird because like I don't even like this whole conversation. I haven't even been thinking about that song because it has no business being on this album. He's just pandering now. Like, oh yeah, I know I made this bad house album. But here goes some rap.
And it's a stream trick. Because, of course, I put Drake and 21 get together. They know it's going to be a good time. So that's going to run the streams up. So you could talk your numbers. Listen. If you're a house music fan, you should be offended. Because this is so bad. The nerve of you to come into this genre and think you can just make a full album of it. House music fans need to revolt against this album. They need to
And my bro is like, nah, this album ain't for you. It's not your vibe. Like, bro, I'll be in the spot vibing to good ass house music, bro. If house music is good, I'm vibing to it.
Listen,
I'm so upset. I'm losing my voice, man.
You top hat wearing, tight jeans wearing, dress shoe wearing, brunch going ass motherfuckers, caping for this album, and you know I'm talking to you. And when I see you, we gonna talk about it.
Right.
Y'all need to be stopped as well. This album is not good. It is offensive to the genre. If this song was an album was a Twitter algorithm, I need this album to be ratioed because it's terrible.
Yo, facts, man. And to your point, like I feel you on that, like, because he keeps stepping like one or two toes into a genre and then making like the simplest possible version of that genre's music. And it's so like like house people should be offended, like Afrobeat people should also be offended. Like, come on, stop diluting all of these different genres to make like the most the streamable possible music out of it. Like,
crazy.
Stop doing that shit, bro.
It's crazy.
I'm upset.
Just come out and say you don't love rap. We'll understand.
Shit.
Facts.
Make sure you got anything to say, or did we say it all?
You know, y'all, I got the memory of an elephant. One day in 2009, I came to work. I seen my guy Job. I played him a song called Ransom with Lil Wayne and Drake. I said, yo, this is the next guy. And for the rest of the shift, Job argued me down about Max B. And I said, no way, this is the guy. That was 2009. 2009 to 2022, OVO Mace, RIP, man.
Damn. Damn.
Wow.
And on
it was a good run.
It was a great run. Absolutely.
Wow.
And on that note, fellas, I think we can stop right here. Chat,
bro.
comment section, tell us what you think about this house music album, Drake Disrespecting the Culture. Episode 48 is out right now. We got a discussion with Tyler, the Creator. Is he on the level of Drake, Cole, and Kendrick? He's definitely on the level of Drake now after this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's take Drake down from that conversation.
Make sure you tap in with us, and we'll be back soon again. We got the Power Rankings coming up very soon. We're going to be actually live for the Power Rankings, so make sure y'all pull up for that, and we'll tap in soon, y'all. Peace.
Easy.